Good evening. We're a team of management consultants from McKinsey & Company, and today we'll be presenting to the executive team of Qantas Limited how they can maximize employee engagement.
In our team, there are 5 members: Yingtong, a Master of Applied Finance student with an undergraduate degree in Finance and Human Resource Management; Howie, a Master of Commerce student with an undergraduate degree in Finance and Economics; Tianyue Qin, a Master of Commerce student with an undergraduate degree in Accounting and Finance Management; a Master of Applied Finance student with an undergraduate degree in Banking and Corporate Finance; and myself, I am a Master of Applied Finance student with an undergraduate degree in Business Management. We surveyed 524 employee or Qantas and asked them both closed and open-ended questions to determine employee engagement levels. Some fun fact about the people we surveyed: the overall average heart rate was 78 beats per minute. 63.2% of surveyed participants are required to work remotely. Just under half of participants were female, and the average distance walked by each participant every day 3.5 kilometers.
We asked our survey participants 5 questions, which related to employee engagement levels. The average score of these 5 questions was 3 out of 5, which equals an engagement level of 60%. Employee engagement is important because workplace with higher engagement has more cohesive employees, better customer service, greater level of staff retention, and ultimately boost profitability. Qantas is a publicly owned company, so profitability and capital appreciation is very important to shareholders.
Each survey question has a unique relationship with employee engagement. Some of our findings are that the time since last survey has a very strong relationship with employee engagement due to being used to measure feedback. The happiness of remote employee and the employee time spent working remote has a strong relationship with employee engagement. Company status, such as role position and title, all possess a moderate relationship with employee engagement levels. Physical factors such as heart rate and steps per day have a weak relationship with employee engagement. Gender and salary have a very weak relationship with employee engagement levels.
So how can you increase employee engagement levels? Well, our research has shown that the most effective way to increase engagement is to increase satisfaction levels of remote employees. In our survey, we included 5 questions to measure the satisfaction of remote employees. The average score out of 5 for these questions was 3.7, which implies a satisfaction level of 73.8%. This is pretty good, but there's always room for improvement. So just how important is the satisfaction of remote employees? In short, it is very important. It accounts for 61.6% of the movement in the employee engagement score. To further analyze how your employees responded to remote satisfaction questions, the graph on the bottom right shows how the scores given are spread out of 5 marks. Over 2/3 of scores fell between 3.3 and 4.1 out of 5. 95% fell between 2.8 and 4.5 out of 5, and 99.7% of scores fell between 2.4 and 5 out of 5, which goes to show that most people scored remote satisfaction in the top half out of 5, being 2.5 and over.
Okay, now let's move on to the conclusion part. So how can you increase the remote worker satisfaction? So some idea include the following. Firstly, the company should appreciate the remote staff by holding inclusive events, activity, and volunteering work to promote collaboration. And then they can set up the social media for work platforms such as Yammer to support the development of staff relationships, And then reward your staff loyalty and engagement by incentivizing hard work and loyalty. Give your staff of the year a holiday of their choice, for example, and initiate family events to strengthen employee morale and make their family feel more welcome. And as you can see on the table there, a half of the mark increase to the satisfaction score of remote employees will increase employee engagement by 6.5%. So it is vital that contact priority remote employees.
Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please ask us.